Hey guys, it's Kara from thatbeautyaddict.com, and today I want to show you my new beautiful palette by Charlotte Tilbury. So let's get started. So I already did my foundation, which I used the Airbrush Flawless Foundation, and I also used the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I mixed the two together to give me this beautiful glow. Next off, I used the Magic Vanish, which I love, and I use Magic Vanish before I do my concealer. And I use Magic Vanish under my eyes, on my lids, right here in my forehead, above my eyebrow for a highlight, down the center of my nose, in through here by the Cupid's bow, and a little on my chin. I do that first, blend it really well with a sponge, and then I go in with my Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer, and I just put a little bit more where I want to conceal, but this concealer isn't like a heavy concealer, it's more of a brightening concealer. So the two together give me the right amount of coverage, color correction, and brightening, which I like. So it brightens the area and acts like a highlighter, but also conceals, if that makes any sense. So we did that. And what do we do next? Next, we did add a little powder. We added our Flawless Finishing Powder, and I used the Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder in level 2 and level 3, and I'll show you the difference. This is level 2. I use that in the areas where I want lighter, around the eyes, a little bit here in the forehead, down the center of my nose, down in this area where my upper lip and chin is, and a little bit right in through here and under my eyes. And then I like to take a darker powder, slightly darker, and I used, it's the same powder. You can get the full size or the travel size. This I got in the travel size because I want to make sure the shade, I was going to like the shade. So this is level 3 in the Flawless Finishing Powder, and I did like a light contour right here on my cheeks, right above my cheekbone, down the sides of my nose, a little bit on the tip of my nose, and then in through my jaw. It gives you like a nice light contour, and you can always go back in with darker powders to do the darker contour, which you're going to see in a second. I have two Beautiverse palettes by Charlotte, eyeshadow palettes. Aren't they gorgeous? And this one, I used this brown shade right here because I don't have an eyebrow pencil by Charlotte, so I used that to fill in my eyebrows with an angle brush. And then I went in with this eyeshadow right here from the other Beautiverse palette, and I just swept it across my eyes because we're keeping it very light and beachy. And I also used her Exagger mascara on my lashes to get that look that I like. So now we're going to go in with the Nudegasm face powder, the one that I just got, and check out the top. Like, this is gorgeous. Her packaging is absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to go in, and this here is a contour, this is a bronzer, this is the blush and the highlighter. So I'm actually going to mix the contour with the bronzer because I don't want it to be too dark, and I'm going to go in up here and go over what I did. Once again, mix the two together, the contour and the bronzer, to get the right shade, because maybe the contour is too dark, bronzer might not be dark enough. And I'm going to go back in where I did my light contouring with my darker powder. And now you can actually see the difference. Like, this is really giving me a contour. And then I'm going to go in where my cheeks are and give it a sweep right across the upper part of my cheekbone because as we get older, our cheeks sort of drop. At one point, we might have had high cheeks, and then they say the apple falls from the tree. So I like, this is a tip, put your contour and your blush higher up. That way, it gives you the illusion of having a higher cheekbone. Put a little bit here on the jawline. I also like to bring it down on my neck, because you never want your neck to not match your face. So I like to put a little bit down here so it all blends together. And then a little bit on each side of my nose. And then across where the tip of my nose is a little bit, to shorten it a little bit, because I do have a little bit of a long nose. So when you contour the end of the nose, it sort of brings it up a little bit. Next, I'm going in with my blush, which is this shade right here, this peachy shade. Isn't that gorgeous? And I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to put it a little bit above where I did my contour. Just like this. Blend it out and in. I also like to take a little and put it in the center of my nose, just like this. Kind of gives it a sun-kissed look, just like that. Then we're going to take their highlighter color and use a different brush, grab a little bit of this, and I'm just going to go a little bit above where I put my blush, closer to the eye, just like that. Put a little bit here in the center of my forehead, a little bit over here above my brow to brighten that up, down the center of my nose. Don't forget the tip. Above the upper lip. And a little bit right there on my chin. Voila. Lastly, I finished up with Charlotte's Dual Eyeliner. I used the brown on the inside lip of my eye, and the highlighting shade, I used it underneath the eye all the way across to brighten up my eyes, because I'm keeping my eyes light and airy. It's a daytime, summery look. You're tan, feeling good, but you don't want like a lot of makeup. Like you don't want a lot of eyeshadow and heavy colors. So it's almost like a muted sort of beachy feel, and has a nice glow to it as well. And I also used her dual lip liner that she just came out with. I didn't use the darker shade, I used this shade, the lighter shade, and I filled my lip, I lined my lip and then I filled it in slightly, and then I went over it with the Big Lip Plumpgasm that she just came out with, and the shade is Diamonds, Modern Diamonds, I don't know, but that's what it looks like anyway. But I put that over the top, so I didn't even use a lipstick. I used my liner to fill my lips in, and I put the gloss over it. So this is my beachy look, and we're going to finish it up with our Airbrush Flawless Setting Powder, and we're done. This is great too. This spray is great. It sets the makeup. It gives you a dewy, glowy finish to your skin. And also, it helps with any fine lines you have with the makeup or the concealer going in there and making it creasy. You're not going to get that with this. This is amazing. You definitely need one of these. So, these fine products that I just showed you, that I just got, are all on my Magic Beauty Stars link, which is in my bio. but I'm also going to put it down below in my description, as well as all the products that I use, so you know what I got if you want to grab anything. And also make sure you use my discount code, which when you click my link, you'll see a discount code that you can copy, and you can use it when you check out to get 15% off your first purchase. Now this discount is only for first-time online purchasers with Charlotte. It does not include bundles or special pricing, any sales pricing, and it doesn't include virtual consultations. So just so you know that, but it does include everything else, and it is for your very first purchase. So I hope you liked my video. Please be sure to like and subscribe and share my video if you did like it. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me about anything that I did or any other questions you might have. I'd love to help you and help you answer your questions. So once again, all my information is down below in the description. And I hope you have a gorgeous day, and I hope you liked my makeup. Okay, bye.